me. I'm inspired by the Adriatic Sea today because it's a beautiful day out there, and it was yesterday. Going to be getting into the sea, into the water. And today's practice is going to be all about water. So I'm drawing on a saying from Bruce Lee, move like water or be like water, my friends. So I'm going to invite you to be like water today. So let's move like water. As we're going to go a little deeper into our swimming dragon that we did yesterday. And you know, it's a nice thing to do on the weekend, isn't it? Just flow like water. I think it was also Bruce Lee said that water can flow or it can crash. Be water, my friend. But we can go with the flow. So go with the flow. So can you feel the water in your body? Moving around, not just water, but all the fluids, even the plasma. And let's sense that. Moving like water teaches us to go with the flow in our life off the mat as well. Let's change over the cross of the legs and go in the other direction. And it's a good time to work with water because in traditional Chinese medicine, and this time of year, is all about water element and strengthening the kidneys, which tend to get a little weak in winter. You know, your grandma always says, keep your kidneys covered. That's why it's good to have these tops, you know, that cover the kidneys in winter when it's cold. Or we can do movements like this. We can rub the hands together. Nice and fast. Getting a little heat there. And then we can lean forward. You can take the legs in front for this. Just lean forward and then just give the kidneys a rub. Other things that are great foods that strengthen the kidneys. Kidney beans is the obvious one. So, we're going to swing the legs to one side. We're going to do a little bit more movement in this. We were doing this yesterday. We're just going to invite you to just stretch a little further with that back leg. And when I say stretch, what I mean is yawn a little further, like reach a little further with that leg. You'll see I'm just like naturally moving around as I do this, and you can do that as well if you like, just moving, flowing like water. Having a little play around. It's Saturday. It's a good play day, isn't it? On a Saturday. Yeah, we feeling that? Nice. Now we're going to take the legs around behind, and we're going to see if we can spin all the way around onto the belly from here. So just having a little rock and roll on the belly. Rocking the hips side to side. So movements like this, hands out to the side, and we lift and we look around. Remember we did this earlier in the week. We're not straining to lift to our biggest dog that we've got, so we can take a picture and post it on Insta. It's not as Instagram friendly, this stuff, is it? But it's natural movement, and the goal isn't for it to look good. The goal is for it to feel good. Toyeto, that's it. Just feel good. Moving around, exploring, looking over the shoulders, and then let's plant the hands, pushing down into the hands. Let's just start to settle back towards the heels, get ready to come to standing. We're going to come up through a roll today. It's not exactly a spiral coming up, but we'll be ready for this. So the main thing is that we're staying present. Starting to bring the fingertips back towards the knees. We just plug down into the hands, and then we're going to plant the feet. Remember those bubbling springs? And the feet planting down there. We have a little swing side to side, so it kind of is a spiral. You know, we're not coming straight up. We want to get this nice kind of swinging around action of the hips. Be like water. Move like water. And then let's start to lift the head up, and then we can just move the arms through water. And this is a real life practice I do in water. actually, when I get into the sea. I'm not going out and swimming for ages, so like maybe it's just even a couple of minutes in the winter time. But a really good practice when you're in the water is to, you know, ground the feet if you can, down on the ground if you can, bare it and barefoot, maybe in a nice sandy beach like that one in Pine Beach. And then we spiral from the waist. We move like water. And with the arms going through the water, you can imagine, can't you, if you're in water, you've got this slight resistance that slows everything down. And it also means that you really feel it. And then we've got this nice rotation of the torso, just gently warming the core as well. I'll notice the shoulders, you know, if we've got the hands and the hands are rotating, notice what that does with the shoulders. We'll be doing a lot more of that next week as we go more into opening the heart and stepping into the winter sphere. Okay, so we're going to slowly just start to come to a stop, just finding your feet in a horse stance and bringing the hands together at the heart. So how far apart do you have the legs? You have them so you've got like gentle sensation here. And then we're still more like on a boat now, just like rocking side to side. A swimming dragon warm up. So we're going to take the right hand and just press it into the left hand. We're going to look over the right shoulder. There's our stop point. And then going in the other direction. The hands going in the opposite direction to the head, and our end point of the movement, just slight tilt of the chin towards the chest. And then once we've got that, we can start to, as we push the hands in one direction, I'm going to bend the knee, just bringing that hip slightly forward, and then going in the other direction. Nice. So rather than thinking, okay, I'm going to go that way, that way, that way, that way, you know, just like that, try and now just like sense it now and move like water. Can you embody water? Can you imagine the fluids being released and the spine, all those, the structures of the vertebrae and the discs, everything being nicely oiled in our swimming dragon. And then we can just start to move it a bit more like a fish in water, going down to the depths of the sea. We're actually a sea dragon more than a fish. It always feels a little fishy for me as well. Anything that's in water. The body loves it. The body's fluids, hydration system is so important to our sense of well-being and sense of just being connected. Longevity too. So let's go right down deep. Can we maybe want to take the legs a little further apart, plugging down through the bubbling springs. Maybe you're lifting one toe up at a time, and then all starting to come back up. I don't know why the sound effects help. Okay, and then we're just going to step it in, just keeping the hands moving for now, bringing the feet together. And then rather than me really breaking down like I did yesterday, the swimming dragon, can you just feel it from here? Just trust your body, it knows. Yeah, it's not so much you know, geisha style. It's more like water. How's that feeling? We can go down from here, go down to the deep dark depths of the sea. See what treasures are down there. And then coming back up. Whoosh. Just trust the body, it knows how to move. That's the wonderful thing about the body. you know, from a place of safety, the body naturally reorganizes itself to bring you back into balance. So it knows how to move. You just need to let go and trust it. And you feel this is like hydrating everything. So we've got hips and knees and shoulders and neck. Great, let's just come slowly to a stop just by making it smaller. Just have a moment to check in. You can open out the feet a little more if that feels more grounding, and just sense, can you sense the water in the body? When we move like water, it encourages the movement of the fluid in the body. We embody water, if you like. So let's take the feet a little wider apart. Can you just explore a different spiral here? So, I'm actually going to start with the arms, which I don't usually, but I just want to show you from the front. We're going to take the right arm out, and it's if you're holding a plate on that arm, you know, and offering somebody a canapé, let's say. And with the left arm, we're going to push that forward, and we're going to bring the arm. So the elbow's slightly bent. You've got a plate on the hand there, so the thumb's towards me. So there are arms. Just going to drop them down. I'm then going to do the other side. Left arm out, right arm pushes up. Okay, just wanted to show you that for this spiral movement. So, and we're going to do this from, we're going to start from horse stance. We're going to develop this a little bit more tomorrow. It's called Dance of the Dragon. So what we're going to do is we're going to shift the weight into the right leg. Just take that pause to reground yourself. With the left foot, we're going to turn it in, we're going to turn the right foot out. So it's called bow stance. It looks a little like a warrior one, say, in yoga, but we're not looking to make a pose. We're just finding that comfortable place. That back foot's grounded, hip, knee, ankle in line. And then from this bow stance, we're going to take the hands from the belly. We're just going to start with the belly today. And then we're going to open that right arm out, offering the plate out. It's shoulder height, it goes towards the back, sweeps towards the back, and then the left arm is going to lift up. This opens up the chest, and it's if you're pushing something up to the ceiling. And then we rotate. The rotation comes from the navel. Let's see how that feels. Ooh, nice. Just want you to sense it, just there today. And then coming back towards the front, we come back through horse stance. So we ground here in horse stance. Lowering down. We shift the weight onto the left leg. From here, the right foot turns in, the left foot turns out. So we're bringing this back hip round. We want hip, knee, ankle, so that they're all kind of in line. The left leg, the knee, and the second big toe, roughly, in line. And then with the hands, I'm going to explore this a nice deep spiral. The left arm opens out, we're offering canopy, and then the right arm up in the air. And then we just gently rotate towards the back. And I'm going to invite you just to notice how far that back arm is going back now. And then we're going to do this again tomorrow. We'll see what happens after having done it a few times. Let's spiral back towards the front. Step the feet in. How are we feeling? Let's have a little shake out of the water in the body. Let's make ourselves a little bit like fizzy water. Yeah, this is just a great practice for making you fizzy. With gas. That's good practice. practice for reminding you to just not take it all too seriously, to go out and have a play and be water, my friend. So let's take a big breath in. What play have you got in store today? I hope you have a lovely day. From my heart to yours. Dobry jutro. Ugadandan. And I'll see you tomorrow morning. Almost at the end of week 2. So, hi Marie.